Good evening. I'm Carmel, and I'm the owner of Business Bedtime Stories. The purpose of Business Bedtime Stories is basically to be a space where people who are on the go to financial independence can come to read and discuss books, financial education books that can help us on our path to financial independence. So every day we'll, read part of a book until we complete all of the book that focuses on a myriad of topics such as stocks, entrepreneurship, real estate, investing, etc. Uh, and the whole purpose is to read these books, to discuss them, explore these topics, and then actually come up with some actionable steps that we can each and every one of us can take and implement in our own lives and execute so that we can too achieve our goals of financial independence. Right now, I must say I am not financially free. A lot of times people only want to hear advice from people once they've reached, that level. But one of the beauties I find, or I believe about doing this now is by, documenting, our struggles. A lot of times it's easy to look at celebrities and easy to look at the millionaires and billionaires and say, wow, you've made it. How can I do it? But the truth of the matter is that, a lot of times we're not really exposed to the ins and outs and the day-to-day struggles and the day-to-day grinds that they actually had to go through to make them become who they are. So I find it important for the people who are trying to do it now to look at their lives and look at their stories, look at their successes and their failures so that we can actually learn and grow from that. And to me, that takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of character because in the end, we'll see the end result. It's kind of like when reading a book, you know, should we cheat and go to the end of the book, and just see what happened, see the outcome? Or is the beauty um, really in the story, in the struggle, in all of the twists and the turns, the ups and the downs that happens? So I'm here and just here to document my journey, and I would love to document. I would like others to take the step with me in reading as much as we can, learning as much as we can, and then turning around and doing as much as we can to really get on our paths to taking control of our own lives and living life on our terms. So this is the purpose of Business Bedtime Stories. Now, some of you may wonder why am I sitting in here in my PJs, my jammies, right? Well, the reason why is because oftentimes I find that, I'm a single mom, for example. I'm a teacher by, occupation. I'm a single mom. Uh, a lot of people also work multiple jobs, I know at one point I was working two jobs while going to school and being a single mother. The point is, Americans are extremely overextended and we're so busy. We're much busier today than we were even 20, 30 years ago. And the problem is that a lot of times I find that, we don't have a lot of free time to ourselves. And the only time that we actually have to ourselves when we don't have responsibilities and kids and other things to take care of is literally right before we're ready to take it down for the night and go to bed. And a lot of times what I also find is that at that time, that's when a lot of us turn on the TV to relax and get comfortable before we doze off. The What I would like to do is change the nature of that conversation because a lot, we use that becomes our business becomes one of our number one reasons why we say we don't have enough time to do the things that we need to do and want to do, and especially when it comes to our financial independence and our financial freedom. And so what I would like us to do is to spend 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, right before we're about to go to bed, instead of turning on the TV. What books can we read? What new ideas can we solve? What research can we do? What can we do to really improve our financial well-being? And so with that in mind, that's what Business Bedtime Stories is about. It's about finding that little downtime that we have, not when we're up and we're busy, but finding that little downtime that we have and making that commitment that even in that downtime, we're going to spend a little bit of that time to really take the steps that we need to do to live the lives that we say we want to live. And so if that means I got to do it in my jammies, I'm doing it in my jammies, baby. Well, once again, I'm Carmel. Hello to all you future millionaires and billionaires, and I can't wait to see where we end up.